Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to another Kuwait pilot stream. It is 2100 hours local time, 1800 Zulu. We are currently situated at the U.S. Capitol, Washington, and we are looking at the brand new scenery by the Jaworski Designs for X-Plane 12. I am oozing with excitement this evening to bring to you this 1 year anniversary celebration of the release of the Toliss A320neo. The guys over at Toliss were gracious enough to provide 2 copies of the Toliss A320neo per streamer for you guys. So I'm very excited today to fly this route to Detroit. This is a route that we've flown before, but I thought it would be nice to fly again from this brand new scenery, which was ported to X-Plane 12. Want to welcome all of you guys in chat. I hope you are well, and thank you very much for being here this evening. I'm going to brief you on our flight, but first, let's head over to the airport area here and take a look at some of the nice things that this scenery brings to X-Plane 12. The first thing you'll notice is the accurate rendition of the airport for X-Plane 12 with the buildings. The scenery has not been updated to reflect the new president, so the White House still hosts former President Trump, which tells me that either the developer is forecasting the results of the new elections in November, or he simply just was too lazy to update it. But overall, I do like the work by the Jaworski. I think he just creates some very, very nice scenery. You can see the beautiful interior as well here of the terminal. And very accurate markings, very accurate interior, and all the terminals are actually properly branded from the inside. So American says American, and Delta, we are at the Delta terminal, and this is our aircraft here, the A320neo by Toliss, one of the best Airbus aircraft available for flight simulation today. Let's take a quick look at our brief for the flight. We are departing today Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport from the Capitol to Detroit Metro Wayne in Detroit. We are departing runway 01 through the Horto 4 departure through the buffer transition, and arriving runway 21 left through the Clinic 3 arrival through the Kozar transition. And hello, guys. Hello, Renan D. Oliveira. Welcome aboard. Drishal, Stan, Topback, Ahmed Jamal. Welcome aboard. Brad Master, Captain Poland, McGregor, Waschi Extreme. Welcome aboard, guys. Glad to have you here with us. DT2907. Welcome aboard. So the weather conditions over at Detroit are a bit dreadful, as you can see here. 21 knots headwind, which is good, but we have also 11 knot crosswind, which is pretty severe. And today, during our flight, we are going to be simulating an engine failure. We are going to be doing the return leg to this airport on Tuesday, so mark your calendars, where another giveaway is going to be hosted and 2 copies will be given. We are going to be doing the giveaway at random times during our stream this evening, and it should be fun. So 2 of you will win today. 2 of you will win again on Tuesday. I will try and to squeeze in another stream because I do want to maximize the benefit, and the guys over at Toliss are being very generous with this. So it's 2 copies of the plane per streamer. And by the way, if you already have the A320neo, then you can request for another product from Toliss. So that is very, very nice of them to provide. These guys, check. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. All right. So now that you have been briefed, let's begin setting up for our flight. And we are going to hop into the cockpit. Very nicely done cockpit here. And we have the COS project sounds as well for extra immersion during our flight. So the first thing is we are going to come here to the central pedestal. We're going to make sure the parking brake is set and that the engine mode selector on normal. Both engine switches are in the off position. The thrust lever is retarded. The landing gear is selected down. Moving up to the overhead panel, we're going to come here and make sure that we have more than 25 volts on the battery 1 and battery 2. And with that, we're going to turn on battery 1, battery 2, and bring up the external power. Excellent. Cruise supply is on. Ground control is on. If you guys want me to increase or decrease the volume, just let me know. We're going to set the ADDONS to nav mode 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to perform the engine fire test here. APU fire test. Engine 2 fire test. Excellent. Everything is good here. We're going to move down to the lights. We're going to set the strobe to auto and turn on the nav lights. Next, we're going to come and we'll leave the fasten seatbelt signs until we have boarded the passengers and refueled the aircraft. Non-smoking sign is on. Emergency lights are armed. Moving down here, we're going to make sure that all the switches here are on the normal position. We're going to hit on the status here, make sure the status is normal. And we've got the doors there. Now you can see everything there. Perfect. All is good. And we're going to come here to the radios. We're going to make, bring up the lights here a little bit. There we go. And here we go. Everything here looks good. Everything here looks good. And the radios on the other side. Everything looks good to me here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and bring up some lights to the cockpit here so we can see better. All right. We are going to, by the way, be simulating engine failures on both streams. On this stream, we're going to be doing an engine fire, but for the next stream, we're just going to leave it as a surprise for you guys. All right, so we have everything here set up, and everything is good. Excellent. Okay, so we can now start programming the MCDU. So let's bring up the MCDU here to the screen, and we're going to go to, again, we're going to follow the airline sequence, which is diffstrip for the MCDU programming. And the first thing is we're going to make sure that the data is correct. The engine is the Pratt & Whitney 1127. The active database is this one here. Secondary nav database. Everything looks good. So this is D, and then so now we're going to go to init alpha. From init alpha, we are simply going to request the flight plan from SimBrief. We have already programmed that. Looks like the doors are closing. Alignment is in 7 minutes. Excellent. And now we have this is a real-world route flown by Delta. The actual flight is a Delta A320, not a Neo. I don't think that Delta has a Neo version. Sven, hello from Germany. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us. Love from India. Atul, thank you very much for being here, my friend. Welcome. All right. Flight number today, this is a real-world ops for Delta 2030. Today, cost index is 34. Final cruise altitude is 38,000 feet. And we have all the data here. So this is diff. Now the flight plan, we're going to go to the F part. And we're going to go and bring up SimBrief here. We're going to make this a little bit smaller. Oops, what did I do? Not sure what I've done. But there we go. We're going to make this a bit smaller here, and we're going to bring it back. There we go. All right. And we'll bring this one here. Okay, so we are departing runway 01. I'm glad that we got 01 because it's a long runway. 19 and 01 are the long runways at Ronald Reagan. Jeff Smith just coming in with $20 super chat. Really appreciate your videos. Thank you very much, Jeff. Really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. That's very, very generous of you, sir. Hello, Andy. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. All right. So we are departing through the Horto 4. So Horto, I think I missed it. Horto 4, and we are through the buffer transition, and we are, that's runway 01 and insert, excellent. And then we are at Detroit. We are going to be arriving through the ILS runway 21 left, which is this one here, through the Clink 3 arrival, through the Kozar transition. I don't see Kozar. Clink 3. All right, let's take a quick look here at our arrival. If we take a look here at the Clink 3, it is the... All right, let's take another look here at the approach. And...
Really appreciate your videos.
Well, thank you again, Jeff, for your generosity there. I really appreciate your support, sir. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Hello, Anthony. Is this scenery worth the price? I have the XP11 one. Just stay with the XP11 version. You'll be fine. All right, so let's go to the approach. Let's see here. The 21 left. Let's bring that up. And if we look here... All right, so we do have the radar transition. So we wanted, this is our entry point, and then it's going to be a straight-in approach to runway. All right, so we're going to select this one. And this is another reason why Navigraph charts are very, very important. And by the way, I highly recommend Navigraph charts, guys. At the price they offer you, if you were to subscribe to Jeppesen Charts from their official website, you'll end up paying like $2,500 per year for Jeppesen Charts just for the US. So if you talk about value for money, this is definitely value for money. All right, so we are, we selected the transition. We're going to say enter, and we're just going to cycle through. There is one discontinuity there because it is the Kozar transition. So there we go. And then we're going to say insert. And this now should give us, this is the Clink, this is our, so it's a manual, so that's normally something that you'll get vectored by ATC, so that's fine. Con, Tigris, T-Cell, Robbie, okay. So, we are all good here, and everything is ready, so this is diff. And then this is the secondary flight plan. So we're just going to copy the active. And then R. Diffs. R is the radio. So we're just going to go to here and we're going to enter KDCA runway 01. 01 in case we need to come back due to an emergency. And then diffs. And then init B. From init B, we are going to go to the next page. Everything is already filled out with the SimBrief integration, which is pretty cool. And we are good. Jet Fighter, greetings from Poland. Welcome aboard. All right, so everything here is ready. And the final thing is this RIP. The final one is the P, which is performance. So we're going to come here to the performance, uplink, takeoff data. We're going to come here and we're going to select the data. We can put this one here away, and in the meantime, let's go ahead and start the APU. Master switch is on. We're going to wait for the APU door to open, which it is now. And now we can start the APU. Takeoff data is received, and we're going to insert. We're going to do flex here, so insert. And now we have all our data, V1 of 135, we rotate 142, and V2 of 145. Transition altitude in the USA is 18,000 feet. Flight temperature is 74, and we're doing flaps 1 with a pitch trim of 0.04 up. Okay, perfect. Next, we can set this to the flight plan. We bring this back. We'll put this on perf. And put it back. Excellent. Next, let's do the glare shield here real quick. And we're going to set this to 38,000 feet, which is our final cruise altitude. There we go. 38,000 is set. Everything here is good. Let's take a quick look here at the weather at Ronald Reagan weather. And the altimeter is, let's see here, 2987. Okay, let's switch this. Come on. All right, let me move it a little bit. That's easier. 2987 is set. Same thing here. 2987 is set. Perfect. Everything here looking good. All right, APU is on. APU bleed comes on. Let's turn on our fuel pumps. And we can now remove the external power. All right, external power is off. Let's speak to ground control and have them remove the chocks as well. So, chocks are removed. External power is removed. No, we don't need de-icing. We don't need any of that. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are pretty much good to go. Let's just take a quick look at our flight plan once more. Let me bring this up here so you guys can follow along as well. And this is what the flight plan looks like. This is the COSAR. And then this is obviously... We can actually remove the... let me just show you guys here. So if we look here, we can remove the manual here. So let's do one thing, guys. Let's clear... All right, let me clear this. And let me clear this discontinuity. And insert. And now we have this nice line coming to into Detroit. Lots of restrictions, obviously. But that's good. Okay. So that's good. That's good. We're going to switch this back to arc. And we're going to set this to 10 nautical miles for the range. And we are pretty much ready to start the aircraft. One more thing to check is the oxygen. Now you just put the oxygen here, so we'll assume that it's okay. And we are ready to go. Okay, perfect. Velociraptor, just senior captain for 2 months. Thank you very much, sir, for your support. MC Crewfish, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Simu Bit B Ted, welcome. Hey, Ted. Welcome aboard. Is Toliss more realistic than the Phoenix in terms of system depth? It is actually very, very close. Where I think the Toliss excels is in the flight model, and the failures is where I think it excels. System simulation, I think they are both very, very well done. Both the Phoenix and the Toliss. So if you ask me about about the Toliss price-wise, it's definitely worth the price. Definitely worth its price. There's a lot of thought and a lot of effort that has gone into the Toliss fleet of aircraft. All of the Toliss fleet aircraft, from the A319 all the way to the A340. They're very, very well done by account of real-world Airbus pilots. Okay. So we are good to go, folks. We are going to come here and turn on the beacon light on. And this is going to dismiss the jetway. We are using the SAM jetway. Our runway is right there. So let me show you here real quick where we're going. And this is 19 and this is 10. So we are departing, pushing back and heading over there to the far end of the airport. All right, brilliant. We are ready for pushback, ladies and gents. And let's see here. Everything is good. Excellent. And we can now push back out of our position. Better push back, and we're going to say start push.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Huh. Where is my regular... That's strange. Let's try it again. Better push back. Huh. We're not getting the...
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, let's see if we can just connect. And I'm not sure why we're not getting the... we're not getting the planner, the pushback planner. Daniel, member for 24 months. Thank you very much, Daniel. That's 2 years. Wow. Hey, John, 40-month member. Wow. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate the support. Very, very kind of you guys. Thank you. I really, really appreciate the support. That's very, very nice and very kind of you. Of course, it happens on stream. Absolutely, Drashal. Yeah. The tug is in the terminal. Yeah, it is in the terminal. Yeah. Let's see here. All right, so the tug is coming in. And let me see here. Why is it not coming?
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure why, you know, you get all these issues when you are streaming. When you're not streaming, everything goes so well. But we're not getting the planner here. So maybe... Okay, let's see here. I had this problem. You can't fix it in-game. Oh. Well, thanks for letting me know. All right, let's see here. Better push back. Let's see,
Ground
start
to
push.
cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
All right, I'm not sure what to... All right, let's see if there is something we can use here. Let's go to the mechanic. And let's see here. Angle. All right, so we can push back here. So that's the distance and angle. So we're going to say request pushback. Let's see if that works. Ooh, where did that guy come from? All right, let's remove better pushback.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Well, there's a replacement, obviously, so that's cool. All right, we're getting sorted now about the... I think this is probably the X-plane pushback truck. All right, here we go, and we can say disconnect this one. And let's see. So is this going to give me any instructions?
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
All right, let's see here. 3, 4, 5. No. So we're going back to pushback. And let's see. Maybe we just release the parking brake. And there we go. Woohoo! Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and start the engines, and we are going to begin with engine number 2. Engine mode selector to start, and let's start engine number 2. There we go. It better stop. Ooh. It happens on stream. Yeah, I hit the brakes. That's why. So we want to get rid of this pushback truck now. What do we do with this guy? Explain things. Yeah, I guess so. So how do we get rid of the pushback truck now? All right, let's start engine number 1. Cooling. Is that inside the... set the parking brake, I think. Yeah, I did set the parking brake. Idle. There is no idle. This is not better pushback. So this is actually the X-plane, I think. All right, let's take a quick look here. Guys, look at this wing view. Wow. All right. All right, we have a good start. Maybe we can just move away. I don't know. All right. That's available, and we can come down here now and engine mode selector to normal. We're going to arm the speed brakes. We're going to go to flaps 1 and set this to 0.4 up. That's about 0.4 right there. Brakes to auto brake to maximum, and everything else is ready to go. Nose wheel steering disconnect. Alright, we're going to turn on the weather system. There we go. There we go. And terrain radar on the first officer's side. And we are pretty much good to go. But this guy's still there. Let me attempt to listen to those sounds, guys. All right, I think it let us go. All right, thank you very much. All right, perfect. We are good to go, folks. Finally, huh? All righty. Listen to those engine sounds. Wow. All right, let's turn on our taxi lights. Perfect. Finally, yeah. All right. Let's take a look here. APU master can go off. We don't need the APU anymore. And everything else is looking good. All right. Let's forward there. And signs. Takeoff config test. Delay takeoff. So the weather is, if you look here, it says that the engine 1 and engine 2 oil temperature is low. So we need to give it some time. I think by the time we arrive at the runway, it should be fine. If you look here, again, yes, the temperature is definitely very low right now for takeoff. So we're just going to give it, it should be okay by the time we arrive at the runway in preparation for departure. Right, engine 2 is okay, and engine 1 should be okay as well in just a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft, the Toliss A320neo. Look at those engines. All right, looking here at the temps. Well, we do have a trick. We'll just increase the throttle a little bit. All right, let's come here and set the TCAS to TARA. Here's a look at the airport again as we depart. Crossing the runway. We're looking good. What we'll do is we'll just increase throttle a little bit, and we'll warm up the... Everything is good. Yeah, I suspected that by the time we arrive to the runway that we'll be ready in terms of the temperatures. 1 a.m. here. Ooh, wow. Well, thank you very much, Atul, for being with us this evening. Hello there, Alex. Welcome aboard. All right, so we are good here. Temperature is good. And everything is ready for departure. Okay. Here is our turn. We are cleared for takeoff, runway 01. There we go. Landing lights on. Runway turn off lights to takeoff. Runway and strobe to on. There we go. Excellent. Just going to go and try to pick it from the very beginning of the runway here. All right, let's line up. All right, we are ready for departure. 50%. Flex 74 SRS and runway. Those engine sounds are amazing. .100 knots, ease off the pressure on the stick. Coming up to V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gears going up. Oh, look at this beautiful view of the capital. Flyby. Let's begin our turn. Very nice departure. They're out of Washington. Thrust climb is set. Autopilot 1 is engaged. Flaps up. Disarm the speed brakes. Look at those beautiful engines there. We're flying, by the way, today in default X-Plane 12 weather. They are my favorite as well, Drashal. Are there any add-ons for this to get FO callouts? Not sure. Are you using X-Plane Live Weather? Yes. What scenario is it? I'm not sure I follow your question. Right, working up to 6,000 feet. Oh, look at this. Just absolutely gorgeous. I really can't wait for X-Plane 10. Right, 7,000. All's looking good. Let's bring up some lights here. We're going to put the floodlights. There we go. And overhead lights. That's cool. Those are good. Excellent. The sound is very nice. Oh, the sound pack is the COSP sound pack. Yeah, 12.1 is coming, and I really can't wait for it. Alright, let's see. 900,000. Landing lights off. Runway turn off lights off. Let's release the passengers. And everything else here is looking good. Excellent. We're passing through 10,000. We can come now to the MCDU. We're going to go to the init page. We're going to set the cost index to 0. Excellent. And then we are going to go to the progress page here and change this to TW21 left. Alright, and about 336 nautical miles to our destination. And while we're at it, we're going to come to the flight plan. We are going to click here on this one, go to the fixed information, and KDTW 21 left. And then the radial is 210 and 10 nautical miles for the radius. Hey, Duncan, how are you, my friend? Member for 36 months as a senior captain. Thank you very much for your support. You're so close to 100K. Yes, we are. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. All right, so we're all good here. We are at 14,000. 4,000 for the transition altitude. We're looking good. Just lovely. I really can't wait for X-Plane 12.1, and I saw the sneak peek of both the PMDG 777 as well as the A380 by fly-by-wire for Microsoft Flight Sim, which is very, very exciting. Very exciting times for flight simulation, without a doubt, with all these excellent add-ons coming out in, I hope, quick succession. While you fly the 10 nautical mile range, put 40 so you can see the TCAS switch to airport. It doesn't matter really. The 10 nautical mile is perfectly fine. All right, so transition altitude, standard and standard. There we go. AJ Funari. Thank you, Q8, for being wonderful flight sim ambassador and all-round good guy. It's also nice to see a streamer sticking with X-Plane 12 growing pains. Thank you very much for coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you for your support and generosity, my friend. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you, sir. There aren't any good A380s for XP, no. Unfortunately, no. Yes, the fold scenarios of the Toliss A320 is by far the best I have seen yet. So, Thrustmaster simulation, normally after departure, you set the cost index to 0 to save on fuel. That is a standard procedure for most airlines. Right, we're looking good here. 21,000 for 38,000. Would love to have an L101 in both sims. Yeah, the Lockheed 1011 is a great aircraft. I heard the flight factor was going to make the Boeing 777. Yeah, it actually is very close to release.
Thanks Q8 for being a wonderful flight sim ambassador, and all-around good guy. It's also nice to see a streamer sticking with X-Plane 12 growing pains.
Thank you again, AJ, for Fiorani for that. I appreciate it, my friend. Captain Nick, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. And I'll tell you guys, if we can get to 165 likes in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to do another giveaway for both the IXCG 737 and the Challenger 650 by Hot Start on Thursday this week. So let's get the likes to 165 in the next 5 minutes, and you'll have another giveaway on Thursday. We are going to have another giveaway of the Toliss on Tuesday. So this is going to be a busy week for me and for you guys with me. Mustafa, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Yeah. Absolutely. You guys deserve it. We're getting pretty close to 100,000 subscribers on the channel, and you guys deserve everything that I can give to you guys. So yeah, another giveaway on Tuesday. 2 copies again of the Toliss A320neo. If you already have the A320neo, then Toliss were gracious enough to say that they will give you any of their products, the A319, the A321, or the A340 if you already have the A320neo. And if we get to 165 likes in the next 5 minutes, of which 4 minutes are left, we are definitely doing another giveaway on Thursday, and we're going to be flying either the IXCG 737 or the Hot Start 650, but I'm doing a giveaway of both aircraft. So a giveaway both the IXCG and the Hot Start 650 for you guys on Thursday. Hello, Cody. Q8, I don't know if I've ever heard you share what you got into flight simulation. Oh, Cody, I think it would be, I would recommend that you look at the interview that FS Elite has conducted with me at FS Expo 2023. It's a bit of a long interview, but I talk all about what got me into simulation and a few more things as well, if you'd like to know a little bit more about me. Yeah. Hello, James. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Yeah, Toliss and Flight Factor are working on the an A350 version 2, which is very, very exciting. Now, today I saw the sneak peek of the fly-by-wire A380, and surprisingly, the systems, the glare shield, and the way they program the MCDU is very, very similar to the A350. So very, very close in terms of how the systems are and the layout overall of the cockpit. It looks very, very grand, and the texturing on the A380 by fly-by-wire is absolutely gorgeous. Just really amazing work by the guys over at fly-by-wire. 30,000 feet for 38,000. We're looking good, guys. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to come to the Toliss control panel. We're going to go to the fold scenarios, and we are going to add a new fold. We are going to select, let's see here, what do I want? Comms, electric, fire, flight control, engine 2, and we're going to select fire for engine 2. We're going to select it at an altitude of 9,000 feet. No, we'll make it about 2,400. Yeah, that works. So at 10,217 feet, the aircraft apply. All right, so at this altitude, apply. Okay, So at this altitude, we are going to have an engine failure, and we're going to deal with that situation as we get closer to our destination. All our streams in the coming days will have failures. I think that's something you guys want to see. All right, so we'll do that. All right, so so far we have 149 likes. We're about 15 likes away from the big giveaway on Thursday of the RCG 737 and the Hot Star Challenger 650, courtesy of the QA Pilot channel. Now, I must say that the giveaways by Toliss are courtesy of Toliss themselves, so they are the ones that are giving you guys copies of the Toliss. Okay, good stuff. All right, we are just around our cruise altitude, and I think it is a good time for us to host the first giveaway today of the Toliss A320. Now, for the winners, all I need from the winners is to email me at info@qapilot.com with their email address associated with the Explain org, so that the guys over at Toliss can provide you with the serial number for the aircraft. I think they'll provide you the serial regardless, but it's good to just have the your email that is associated with the org, so that you can continue to get updates. So we are going to go ahead now and run the first giveaway of the evening, ladies and gents. And all you need to do is, if you're active in chat, then you will be eligible to enter. If you haven't said anything yet, okay, I can already see you guys here coming in as eligible users to win the giveaway. And we'll just give it a little bit of time here to make sure that everyone's gotten a chance to enter the giveaway. Again, all you need to do is that you are active in the last 5 minutes during the stream, and you'll be eligible to enter the giveaway. So all you need to do after you have won is to send an email to info@qapilot.com with a screenshot of your YouTube account while you are logged into your account, so that I can verify it, and then your email will be provided to the guys over at Toliss to provide you with your gift. So far, we have 90 eligible users to enter this giveaway. I'm just going to give it a little bit more time, and then we're going to call for the first winner of the evening. Right, looking good. And here is a nice wing view for you guys. Flying today in default Explain weather. Right, let's see. We are at 97 eligible users now. All right. I think we are going to roll it now to get the first winner, ladies and gents, and the first winner of the first copy of the Toliss A320neo is Mito Player 2DS. Mito Player 2DS. If you are here with us in stream, just say hello so that I can verify your profile. Hey, you are here. Congratulations, Mito Player 2DS. Congratulations on winning the first copy of the Toliss A320neo. Excellent. Excellent. Congratulations, my friend. All you need to do is to send an email to info@q8pilot.com with the email address associated with the Explain org account, and make sure that you include a screenshot of your YouTube account while you are logged in, so that I can verify your profile. I've already seen your profile, so we can just verify it once you've sent me the email. Congrats. So another lucky winner is going to win a copy of the Toliss A320neo, and we'll give it some time, and maybe we'll do it just before we arrive. Let's see about that. Okay, so congratulations to Mito on winning the first copy, and good luck to the rest of you on the second copy. One more like away from getting to the There we go. 165 likes, ladies and gentlemen. It took a little bit more than 5 minutes, but I'm going to honor it. And guys, you are in for a big giveaway on Tuesday and on Thursday. So another giveaway for you guys of the Toliss A320. If I can squeeze in another stream and do a third one for the Toliss, I do want you guys to benefit, and there is no limit on the number of streams that we'll do. Toliss has been really, really very generous with this first anniversary. And then on Thursday, we are going to do the big one with the ICG and the hot start. I might fly the hot start. I think we haven't flown the hot start in quite some time, so maybe we'll do the hot start along with the giveaway, and we're going to give a copy of both the ICG and the hot start Challenger 650, which is, in my view, the single most advanced study level simulation of an aircraft ever built for flight simulation. All right, coming up here to 38,000 feet, looking good. Hello, Forest Pizza. Welcome aboard, my friend. Yeah, the ICG 737 is a sensational aircraft. All right, let's take a look here. We are, if we go to, we are almost at 38,000 feet. Our cruise altitude. There we go. That's cruise, and we should now go. All right, so top of descent is in about 137 nautical miles. And we can start setting up for our arrival. So let's bring up the MCDU. We're going to go to perf, and then we're going to go to the next phase, approach, and we're going to bring up the excellent Navigraph charts program, and we're going to go to Detroit, and we're going to select the weather. As you can see, the weather is absolutely dreadful. We have 230 gusting winds. Oof, look at that, guys. 230 to 24, gusting 34. Visibility is 10 nautical miles. Scattered clouds at 6,500. And then broken at 2,200. Overcast at 25. Temperatures 15. Altimeter 2963. So 2963. And that's the altimeter, 230. Gee, look at the wind. And we're going to have an engine failure. That is going to be some approach into Detroit. That's going to be very interesting, guys. Look at the weather, and we're going to arrive with one engine. So let's see what happens. Okay, perfect. The temperature is 15 Celsius. So we're going to enter that, and the winds 230, 24, gusting to 34. Gee, 230. And we're going to just put, actually, I'll put 34. There we go. I don't think that's even safe for landing. That's a lot of wind, but yeah. All right, and then the decision height is, we're doing an ILSO 200. 200 on the barrow, and all the information here is set. Perfect. All right, and top of descent is going to be in 125 nautical miles. Okay. Will be very interesting. Good luck, Q8. Yeah, definitely the Texan App Geek. So, it is the best payware in any flight sim. Absolutely, the White Tiger. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's number one. It is just the depth of simulation in that aircraft is unprecedented, and the guys over at Hot Start has really done a phenomenal job. I really can't wait for the updated version, the 1.8. I did have some issues with moving around in the current version, so I really can't wait for them to release the 1.8 version. Oh, Alex has done it. 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very, very much, Alex, for your kind support there, sir. I really appreciate that. Guys, if you've received a gifted membership from Alex, please be sure to say thank you. That's very kind of you, Alex. Thank you again for your support, as always. Very kind of you. Thank you, sir. Right, we're going to keep hearing the ding-dongs, so we'll just turn off the alerts for now. Until we pass through all the ding-dings. But thank you again, Alex, very much for your generosity, your support, the moderation that you do. Again, a word of thanks to all the moderators here on the channel. I really appreciate everything that you guys do. Very kind of you, sir. Thank you. All right. We're looking good. And those are, by the way, X-plane default clouds. They don't look bad, do they? They actually look pretty good in this specific scenario. Yeah. All right. We're looking good here. And 114 nautical miles. All right, let's do a quick cinematic flyby. Just really gorgeous, gorgeous aircraft. There are a lot of things, by the way, in for the casual simmer. You know, we don't really see it, and therefore we don't really appreciate the full complexity of the simulation. One of the things you'll notice is if you go here, for example. So all the hydraulics, the hydraulic systems, you'll see here the yellow, the blue, and the green. Everything is simulated exactly as it is on the real Airbus. And to test this, if you go to, while on the ground, if you come here, you can see now the brake pressure. The accumulated pressure is on the green. Now when you set the brakes, this actually goes to, now the hydraulic systems are running, but let me just come here real quick. Right, so if I set the parking brake, you'll see the brake pressure here rising, right? Now, before you actually start the aircraft engines, if you continue to set and unset the brake, so just keep pressing the brake over and over and over, what you'll notice is that the pressure, the brake pressure, is going to drop completely. And the way you bring back the pressure here to pressurize the hydraulics again, you open the rear aft cargo door. Now this door in real life is operated manually. So this door here, this, let's see here, where is it? This one. So this door here is operated manually on the ground. There is a switch to actually open that door. And normally the ground crew would open that door. And so if you lose the accumulated pressure in your brake, opening that door, I believe it's on the yellow hydraulic line, if you open it, it actually pressurizes the brakes again. And all of this is actually simulated in this Toliss. The same thing happens when, for example, some of the things, by the way, if you look here, this button here, the ditching button, I'm going to just turn this off now, but the ditching button is used in events where the aircraft has landed on water. And interestingly enough, this button here was not pressed during the very famous Sally Sullenberger ditch on the river, the U.S. air flight that landed in the Hudson River. And this button, had the captain pressed this button, the aircraft would not have actually sunk in the water. It would have actually floated, because this button, when pressed, it will seal the aircraft. All the pipes and all the lines, all the open lines will be completely shut. And so it will not allow any water to enter into the aircraft. And so after the incident, the Airbus has revised its manual to include this, the ditching button, to be one of the first items to do when you are in a in a situation where you've landed on water. Very, very interesting fact about the Airbus. You're more than welcome, the Texan Avgeek. It is part of the checklist for war evacuation. That is correct, yes. It is now. It was not, but after the incident, this was brought into it. Q8, any plans to review the new V-Flight Air Cherokee 140 or the new Aerosphere Cherokee 180? V-Flight Air, probably. Aerosphere, I'm not so sure. All right, we are getting pretty close to our destination, 86 nautical miles before we arrive into our destination. Hello, Benny. Welcome aboard. Happy to see you here, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, glad to see you here. But what happens if the emergency door is opened, but the ditching button is pressed? That's okay. So you can open the emergency door still, but the aircraft is going to remain floating. It was landing on the Hudson River. That's correct, yes. Wouldn't you want to press it before landing on water or just after? Just after. My respect for Toliss Simulation just went up level attention. Yeah, absolutely. They're brilliant guys. And by the way, guys, I've met the guys over at Toliss, the lead developer over at FS Expo. And he is a brilliant person. He's a very, very nice guy, a very fine gentleman. And I spoke to his wife over the phone as well while at FS Expo. Unfortunately, she was not able to join us at FS Expo, but I spoke to her over the phone. A lovely family, very, very nice guy, very intelligent young man. And I was very honored to have finally met the guys behind Toliss. Brilliant guy, really, very, very nice person. So it's not just that they are, great developers, but they are great human beings as well. And, the funny thing is when I saw him, we talked a little bit, and then I told him, hey, look, I know I've been very hard on you guys when you released the A340. And, I was, very, I critiqued the fact that the sounds were not well done and that the textures were not well done when the aircraft was first released. And he said, hey, that feedback we welcome. It's how we improve, and we appreciate your honesty, and we appreciate your constructive criticism. Now, that shows a lot of character, guys. Somebody to accept criticism and have an open mind and listen, and they have improved the A340 quite a bit since then. So yeah, kudos to them on their work, and I love their business ethics as well, and their just open-mindedness to listen to the community. Another big thing, guys, that I'm going to be creating. I know there has been a little bit kind of a lack of content on the channel lately, but that's due to work and family and things like that. But I'm back, guys, and I promise you lots of good content coming very soon. One big thing is the TDS GTN 750 Garmin device. Now, let me tell you, I have seen a lot of implementations of Garmin devices across the board. The single most accurate and realistic Garmin device ever built for flight simulation is the GTN 750 by TDS. And they have recently integrated Navigraph charts with it, so now it actually works in any part of the world with Navigraph support. And not only that, but you can actually update the GTN Garmin device from the Navigraph hub. The only bad thing is that it's just for MSFS. I wish they'd bring it to X-Plane, because it is that good, really. Now, I am going to be doing a full flight with the TDS GTN 750 Garmin device in the coming days, and we're going to be exploring the VNAV capability and all the support that has been integrated into it in recent years. It's been 2 years, by the way, in the making all this, for all the integration with Navigraph, as well as making it compatible with flying in Europe. We are 60 nautical miles from top of descent. A good time for us to probably reset the MCP altitude. If we look here, there are a few restrictions, many restrictions as we arrive, and we've seen this also in the display here. If we go to flight plan, yeah, we'll see it once we're there. All right, so 2,000, we're going to set it to 2,000, which is our final approach, or altitude, platform altitude. So we'll set this to 2,000. There we go. 2,000 is set. And we're going to begin the descent shortly. We are expecting terrible weather at Detroit. Daniel, I agree with you, my friend. Yes, the TDS gem is awesome. Toliss is awesome, too. Yeah. I like the PMS 750 better. It has next rad weather. I own both TDI and PMS. Well, Chris, the PMS 750 has come a long way as well. The fact is, it is not based on the actual Garmin trainer. So the TDS version is based on the real device. And so for realism, if you are very serious about the Garmin 750, definitely go with the TDS. If you are okay for, you know, a close replica of the Garmin 750, PMS will do just fine. And I will tell you guys, for most of you guys out there, for the masses, the PMS 50 is going to be just fine. It shows a marker, yeah. But do you like the IAEs or the Pratts more? The IAE, I like them more, to be honest. Of course, even better with either Garmin 750 and 4 flying on my iPad. Oh, that, nothing's going to beat that. All right, here is Kozar, and here is the top of descent. All's looking good, and hopefully we'll be able to bring this aircraft safely on the ground today. A lot of things are not in our favor, including the terrible weather at Detroit. Hey, Philip, welcome aboard. Only 600 subs to go. That is right, yeah. That's correct. I'm quite excited about that, guys. I really never ever thought that the channel would grow to such a huge following. And I'm just really very grateful for all of you guys and for all the support. Let's get to 200 likes. You kind of... Thank you, the Texan Avgeek. Thank you for the support there. I appreciate it. Okay, so top of descent is coming up. We are entering the star into Detroit. If we switch this quickly to plan, and we add it there, let's see there if we can get, there we go. That's the mess that we have there. Okay. Alrighty. Perfect. All is looking good. You can see the clouds here as we enter Detroit. Let's switch to the external view real quick. There, we can see the glimpse of the clouds there at Detroit. I love this cinematic flyby in X-Plane. Lovely view there of those beautiful engines. Yeah, the clouds are definitely getting better, and Laminar has promised even more realistic clouds in version 12.1.0. So I really am just itching for it. By the way, I don't know if you guys are having the same issue, but with X-Plane, with the latest NVIDIA drivers, I get stutters all over the place. And the performance just goes down from like 120 FPS to like 50. with the latest NVIDIA driver, which is 551.6.76, I think. So I'm still using the 546.65. I don't know if you guys are having the same issue, but the last 4 drivers from NVIDIA are just terrible. Ah, same here. Okay, so it's the same. Yeah, it's just really terrible. Hopefully they'll do something about it. But I'm keeping the old NVIDIA drivers for now. All right, we're coming up to our descent there shortly. So we're going to turn on the landing system here. And we have CSTR, which is the constraints on. Everything here looks good. Everything here looks good. Perfect. All right. If the dark cockpit problem is solved, then I'll be happy. I'm not sure that they will solve it with 12.1.0, but I have recently put in a video on how to fix that. So just type explain 12 dark cockpit fix, and you will be able to find it. It's a Lua script that you can install, and it will take care of that for you. All right, we are at, let's see here, 22 nautical miles from top of descent. Oh, it's looking good. Yeah, the clouds, you see the clouds in the distance there, those are just not looking very good. But otherwise, I think X-Plane is starting to look very, very nice. Yeah. The small things in X-Plane that can be easily fixed are annoying. I have to agree with you there. Yeah, there are a few things that should be fixed, really. And it's just taken ages and ages to fix them. By the way, I've done recently a flight using the built-in X-Plane ATC. And I have to say that it is actually very, very good. For the most part, it gives you proper vectors, it will vector you in. The only thing it will not handle, of course, is emergencies. But that's something I've been exploring with Say Intentions, which is the AI-powered dynamic ATC for Microsoft Flight Sim, which hopefully will come to X-Plane in the near future as well. So I've been experimenting with emergencies, and yeah, I'm going to do a video on that very soon. Interesting, we'll have to try it out. Yeah. Bought the ICG a few weeks ago. Cool. I wish you could use the side sits and stars. Yeah, that's a limitation in X-Plane. You can't use sits and stars, which is really bad. Other than that, actually, it works pretty well. Reality XP12 Enhancer, never heard of it. Yeah, you should try it. Yeah, definitely. Anyone from the mods, if you can actually put in the link to my video, so you guys can use it. All right, we're coming up to top of descent. So far, the flight has been uneventful. Everything is as per design intent. We have been flying now for about 56 minutes, a little less than that. We forgot our clock, by the way, like we normally do. What is needed to be done to win this? There is nothing that you need to do other than stick around and enjoy the stream, and we'll call for the second winner. We already have a first winner today, so we'll just wait for the second. We're going to roll the giveaway again at a random time during the stream, and expecting the engine failure. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to do a Rome KTAC to celebrate my 200 video online. I guess I'm just... Hey, Simon. Well, congratulations on your 200th video. I hope that goes well. Engine failure will be fun. Absolutely. The best streamer for X-Plane I have seen. Oh, thank you very much, sir, for your kind words and for your support. I appreciate it. All right. Top of descent is upon us in 1 nautical mile. And let's go ahead and begin the descent. We're going to do a nav descent today. And there we go. We have now begun the initial descent towards Detroit, our destination for this flight today, our Delta 2030. All is looking good. And I'm sure that once we arrive, we're not going to be saying that. But let's see. Don't crash on the engine failure. Hopefully not. Have a safe landing. I hope it's going to be safe. But we'll see what happens, just considering the weather conditions right now. And it's just not looking very promising today for a butter landing. I'll tell you that, guys. The weather over at Detroit is just horrendous right now. So we'll see what happens. Boarded the plane. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, all is looking good here. And we're out of 38 for 2,000. All is looking good. Again, the clouds are pretty decent, I think. I hope so too, Captain Nick. Yeah, it's engine failure and bad weather. It's going to be... I'm really nervous about the engine. You know, I'll tell you guys, when you are in a sim, there's obviously a lot less stress with everything. There is, of course, the stress when you just start streaming. You know, you get the stress from the audience being there, and you really want to impress people and things like that. So you've got that kind of stress. But when you actually get an engine failure, even when in the sim, it's actually stressful. In the sim, it is stressful. So I can't imagine how stressful it must be for pilots. And a couple of pilots who are retired now I've spoken to, and they've had incidents. They weren't engine failures, but they were some sort of faults with the aircraft. And they tell me that the stress level just elevates very, very quickly. It goes like from 0 to 1,000. And he said, we start sweating in the cockpit, and you have to be very calm. You have to remain collected. And it really makes a huge difference how you communicate with your cabin crew during an emergency. And so those guys were telling me that, you know, during an emergency, we are trained to speak very calmly and very directly to our cabin crew to tell them what's going on and to advise them if, for example, we need to brace for impact or, you know, appraise them of the situation in a very calm way, because the last thing you want is a captain who's panicking and panics his cabin crew as well. So a very, very stressful job being an airline pilot, without a doubt. What hardware are you currently using, Captain? Well, I am using the Thrustmaster set. I'm using the TCA Boeing yoke with the Thrustmaster Boeing throttle quadrant and the TPR, the rudder pedals as well. Good luck on the landing and try not to smash into the ground. I'll try not to. I promise you that, Saturn V. Hey, Jay, if you're on, and we're out of coffee. Oh, time to fill up that jug, yeah? Thrustmaster Boeing Gong is so expensive, but it is worth the money, I have to say. It is very, very good. Hello, Ray. Welcome aboard, my friend. I wonder if I'm the oldest X-plane pilot here. I was born in the UK in 1945, but now living here in Thailand. Oh, how cool. 1945. My father was born in 1942. So, I don't know if you're the oldest, but welcome aboard, Ray. I have the Honeycomb Alpha. It's very nice. Yeah, the Honeycomb is very good. I'm inbound to Denver using the A320, and yeah, that's another aircraft I think we should cover in the coming days. The INI builds. Oh, look at that, guys. Just beautiful. Oh, that looks gorgeous. All right, we're into the clouds, and I'm going to turn on the wing and engine NTIs, just in case. Right, we're down to 30,000 for 2,000. We're looking good. So far, so good. Oh, wow. 2:20 a.m. Wow. That's pretty late. Well, thank you for staying up late and being with us here, Ray. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I streamed the 3064 X-Plane 12, the new update another day. It's much better than before. Yeah, it is much better. X-Plane 12 is dead. They said. I laugh at those comments every time. Same here. Can't wait for it. Yeah. Let's see how the A320neo will be. Good luck with the landing. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Q8, no stress, but you might have a fire soon. Yeah. With X-Plane 12, with the any A300 Airbus Yoke, unable to fly it. I don't know. 1 p.m. Oh, wow. 3:21. Well, in Kuwait right now, it's 10:20 p.m. Right, looking good. Gotta love this Delta livery too. Yeah, so now you can see those ugly looking clouds there. Yeah, but overall, I think I just really can't wait for X-Plane 12.1. There is another add-on for MSFS that I'd like to make a review of in the coming days, which is the recently released Chinook helicopter. Seems to be a really nice helicopter. The guys over at ORBX has provided me with a copy to showcase on the channel. So I'll be doing a review of... I'm not a big helicopter guy. I like helicopters, but I just don't know how to fly them. So we're going to be doing a stream on that Chinook. And interestingly enough, there is a Chinook for X-Plane 12. And I have to tell you that the Chinook for X-Plane 12 is absolutely amazing. Just really an amazing helicopter. And a very advanced add-on for X-Plane in terms of as far as helicopter goes. So that's also coming very soon on the channel. And the nice thing is that we're going to have something to compare the the Miltech version to the one in X-Plane. Are the physics for helos better now in MSFS? According to Hilly Simmer, which is the authority when it comes to helicopters for flight sim, the flight model in MSFS is actually very, very good. Very subtle differences between the helicopter flight model in X-Plane and MSFS. So I'm waiting for the Chinook and DCS personally, though I may be waiting until next year. And ORBX have been brilliant too. Yeah, ORBX is a brilliant company, without a doubt. And the Netherlands, huge helicopters to see come by. Yeah. I want to download MSFS. I just wanted to know how much storage does take with the updates. Oof, it takes a lot of storage, without a doubt. Yeah. All right, we are looking good, and the weather so far has been treating us well. So let's see what happens. Let's turn off the engine and wing anti-ice. Yeah, so far so good. We'll see what happens as we arrive into our destination. Less than 200 GB. With all the updates, it might actually get to that. Yeah, you have to have a 1 terabyte drive. I agree. Yeah, definitely. With all the add-ons and, you know, all the aircrafts, just the plain vanilla is going to be like 140, I think, 140 GB. if you download all the world updates and everything, yeah, it's going to be about 140 GB. And then it's just going to go up from there once you add your aircraft and scenery and things like that. Is the Q400 in XP similar to the Majestic Q400? It's much, much better. Much, much better than the Majestic. Now, I do hear that Majestic Software are working on a Q400 for Microsoft Flight Sim. So I'm quite excited to see what they do, because their Majestic Q400 is very, very accurate. I just like the FlyJSim version better in terms of the visuals and system simulation. I think they're pretty much the same. But there are a few things implemented in the Majestic software that are not available in the FlyJSim version. But overall, I like the FlyJSim much, much better than the Majestic software version for P3D and FSX. $250 GB you might be okay, but you have to be very careful with how much add-ons you download. That's the thing. All right, down to 20,000. We are looking good. And if we looked here, we have a restriction here. We need to be above 12,000 feet at ADDONS. And that's the descent below 10,000 looks like. So we are looking okay. 23 nautical miles, yeah, we're looking fine. Nice day so far. We'll see what happens as we arrive. Is 420 GB good? Yeah, it should be fine. 420 GB should be fine. Normally what I do, again, to save on space is I only install the scenery that I want to fly to and from in MSFS. I remove everything else because, again, you don't know if updates are, coming. You don't know what the sceneries will do, or maybe have an incompatibility or break something. So I keep the scenery at a minimum. I download the official ones from Microsoft, which is the world and city updates. But then for anything else, I only install the ones I want and remove all the stuff I don't need. Q8 really be the best XP stream out here. Thank you very much for your kind words, Marion. I really, really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. All right, we are at 18,000. This is the transition altitude. So looking at the weather, the altimeter is 2960. 2960. There we go. 2960 is set. And 2960 and cross-checked. There we go. So far so good. Looks like the bad weather is ahead. I still can't see anything here on the weather radar, so I assume we are still good. And we continue our descent. 16,000 for 2,000. I think you guys like the failure more than the giveaway. All gems are a lot fun to fly. No need to be scared. Yeah, absolutely. I really miss flying the FlyJSim 727, which in my view is one of the best aircraft made for flight sim again. I really love the work from FlyJSim. Their 732 Classic, the 727 Advanced, and their FlyJSim Dash-8 Q400 are just excellent. Alright, we're looking good, guys. Still at 15,000 feet. We are looking good. There are a few restrictions along the way, as you can see here at 12, 10, and 6. This is the transition into our final approach. We can see the 10 nautical mile ring here already appearing, so we are getting pretty close to our destination. Right, 21 left. How do you navigate in such aircraft without modern systems using VOR? Yep, VOR is one. And in really older aircraft, there is also INS, the Inertial Navigation System, which I have showcased in the last flight we did with the Toliss 747-200 Classic. You can do VOR navigation, you can do INS. So there are multiple ways that you can navigate. This is very powerful for aircraft. You have to keep on top of it. Very fun to fly. Absolutely. INS is tough. Yes, it is. It requires a learning curve without a doubt. All right, the altimeter is set. Everything is in tip-top shape so far. And we can definitely see the clouds there, the scatter clouds, according to the METAR information that we have read earlier. So all is looking good so far. We are entering bonds now, and we are clearing the first restriction. So we should be fine here. We're going to begin the turn very soon. I'm going to set this to 20 nautical miles in range. There we go, looking good. We're reducing our speed now. All right. Good, good, good. Look at that sight. Okay. Still looking good. And we are not too far now from our destination. It is definitely a very beautiful plane. Spicy flyby views. Yeah, call me Sticks, that's right. It is a great plane, without a doubt. Right, 11,000 for 2,000. We're looking good. And we are expecting the ILS-21 left today at Detroit. We are currently cruising at 250 knots. Everything's looking good. Right, 10,000. Let's turn on our lights. Landing lights, nose lights, runway turn-off lights, and the wing lights all are on. We're gonna also turn on the fasten seatbelt signs.
Flight attendants prepare for landing.
Right, we're preparing the cabin for landing now. We're looking good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Operation Toliss. Please adjust your seats at the back of your light position and put away your tray table. Please show that your carrier is so placed on the seat in front of you, back of the overhead lid. Once again, you're seated with one first class Toliss class.
Ooh! What happened? Engine fire. Engine 2 fire. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Delta 2030. We have an engine fire. Look at that. All right. Let's deal with the situation. Let's cancel the master caution light. Thrust lever to idle. So this is engine number 2. We're going to bring the power to idle. And then engine fire. Here, let's bring this up. So engine master 2 is off. All right, engine fire push button. Let's go to right here, and we are going to push the engine fire there. We're going to wait for 8 seconds, and then we are going to deploy Agent 1. Agent 1. And now we are going to do Agent 2. If you look outside, we still have the fire there. So let's go ahead and do Agent 2. Engine start, selector to ignition. TCAS to TA. Shut the bleed switch. X-bleed is shut. And we balance now the fuel for leaks. Avoid icing condition. Auto throttle is now limited. We are down to 8,000. Land ASAP. We have an issue now with our hydraulics, electric, air bleed. All right, let's take a look at the outside real quick. We still have the fire here. Although we have discharged both bottles. It might have not been on the idle state. Unfortunately, we are out of the agents now. Look at the temperature there. Oof. There we go. All right, so the engine is shut down. Some pigeons are going to be roasted. That is a scary sight if it was in real life, I tell you. All right. So we are going to arrive with only one engine, guys. As you can see, engine number 2 has failed here, and there's nothing we can do now other than just bring the aircraft safely to the ground. And here we go. We are at 6,000. The speed is dropping. Right, so we have limited auto throttle at this point. Alright, here's the turn as we head to the airport to land. No flaps yet, no. I'll keep it for now, and I will begin configuring the flaps right before we arrive. Once we are established on final, I'll begin configuring the flaps. I'll leave it. The speed is going back up, so we'll leave it there. As you can see here, we do not have engine number 2. Thrust lever 2 forward throttle. Leave it for now. And if we look here at the 20, so we are going to come here and turn back to land. All right, we are still at 6,000. And we are not too far now from the airport. And finally, the fire has stopped. And the engine is non-operational at this point. So we are flying the aircraft with a single engine. And so far, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Let's see here. Everything here is looking good. All right, perfect. Looks cool. How is the weather? The weather is pretty bad. Let's see. Engine 2 shut down. Yeah. Engine reverse set. All right. All right, we are looking good, guys, and of course the Airbus is a twin-engine aircraft. Generally speaking, are very dependable and very reliable, even with single-engine operation. And this is again very well simulated in the Toliss A320. So thank you very much. There, Matt GS72. Default scenery, yes sir. All default scenery today, default weather, default everything. Alright, we're looking good, guys. We are actually flying right. The airport is to our left right now, so if we look out the window, that's the airport right there. So we're pretty close now, and the passengers are quite scared at this point with only one engine. This was the affected engine. So if we look, let me see here if we can take a look. Come on. There we go. So yeah, the engine is just spinning from the air, but it's not operational at this point. The fire is out at least, so at least we do not risk having the fire spread to other parts of the aircrafts, and that could actually disintegrate the wing if not dealt with in an expeditious manner. So I'm glad that we've taken care of that, and the fire is out. PTU bark. Thank you very much, DT297. Oh, there, Carson. Welcome aboard. Right. So we are traveling at very low speed right now, and you know what would happen if we lose the second engine right now? That would be just it would just be a crazy situation to deal with. Maybe we'll do it on our next stream. Are these defaults now? No, we are using the Coast project. Melinda says do it. Maybe for the next stream we will put more failures. But for this one, I think we will just live with one engine failure, and we'll do more in the upcoming stream. No auto ortho, no. That's all default scenery. This is all default scenery, default X-Plane 12 scenery. Yeah. All of it. Alright. Now, one thing we can do is we can cut short after the 10 nautical mile range, and we can fly direct, because I don't want to go all the way there. We can fly direct and begin the descent. So what do you guys think? Should we just go and make the full turn, or should we... Ooh, and now it's raining too. Jeez. Yeah, it's not going to be pleasant, guys. It's not going to be a pleasant approach and landing. We could fly direct to one of these waypoints to shorten the distance and land the aircraft sooner, as I do not want to risk losing a second engine at this point. Not the full turn, of course, shortcut. Yeah, we will shortcut, and I think what we'll do is we will make the turn at Tigris because we are just... I definitely do not want to lose a second engine at this point in time. The aircraft is in a very unreliable state right now, and we have 152 souls on board that are very, very worried right now. So my objective is to bring this aircraft down safely as soon as humanly possible. We have the ILS here. We can see that we are still a bit too close to the airport to make the turn right now, so we want to make sure that we gain a little bit of distance to allow the aircraft to descend towards the runway. So we'll allow it to go maybe to just a little bit after Tigris, and then we'll make the turn towards the airport and land. We are out of the 10 nautical mile range. We can configure flaps, so let's go to flaps 1. There we go, flaps 1 is set. That should help us reduce the speed. And as soon as... I am eyeing the diamond needle here, and maybe just a little bit farther towards Tigris, and we'll make the turn. We're not going to go all the way for sure, so maybe just a little bit after Tigris, and we'll make the turn to intercept the localizer for 21 left. And hopefully there are currently no fuel leaks. One pack only if wait on Cat 3 single only. Okay, so again some restrictions there because in-op systems wing, so we don't have wing NTIs. Cat 3 dual is not operational. Engine 2 bleed is not there. Pack 2 Gen 2 are not there, and the engine 2 pump is not working. So we have a lot of in-op systems, so we were very limited in what we can or cannot do during this approach and landing into Detroit. Hopefully, though, we will land without incident. All right. So here, what we're going to do now, folks, is we are going to go to our flight plan, and we are going to fly direct to Tigris. So let's go to direct. We're going to select Tigris. So this is Tigris here, and we're going to say insert. Insert. There we go. And here we go. We are going to begin the descent now, as you can see, towards the runway, towards Detroit. There's no point in flying the entire approach with these conditions. So we are now looking good. And descending towards Detroit. The weather conditions are very, very bad right now. But hopefully we'll be able to do it. Wake the first officer up. The first officer is doing his prayers right now. So yeah, we're looking good here. Here's the 10 nautical mile ring. We can see it ahead. Everything's looking good so far. Okay, here we go. We continue the descent. Looking good. Sending through 5,500 for 2,000. Look at that. You have one engine running. All right. Let's just take a look here, make sure there aren't any. All right. Okay, good. All right. So at this point, we can go and select. Let's see here. We can go... No, actually, we shouldn't activate the... no, we'll leave it for now. Let's just wait a little bit. Alright, so there is a restriction at 5,000. As you can see, alt constraint. As you can see here, alt constraint. Again, very, very detailed FMA there with the Toliss A320. We can see the localizer and glide slope both appearing here, so we are within a good distance from the airport. And what we can do now is hit the approach, Cat 3 single, and we're not going to have dual today, so definitely auto land is not an option. We are at row 4 and counting on you, Captain. All right, here we go. The ILS is captured. And of course, we are not going to be taxiing to the gate today. All right, we're looking good. Excellent. Right, 5 nautical mile range. And if we look here, there is a restriction at 5,000, 4,000, and then I think 3,000 is here. So we have to be above 4,000 at Dallas. At Robbie, 5,000. So we are going to continue right now with the same altitude here, as we can see. And there we go. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to flaps 2. Yeah, it's the speed. Let's go ahead and lower the landing gear. Again, in a situation like this, you want to configure everything early and just be ready. Right. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. All right, we're looking good. We have the runway in sight. Speed check, flaps 3. Let's arm the speed brakes and auto brake to medium. All right, we do have the runway in sight right there. And we're going to go flaps full. I believe 2-1 left. I'm not sure which one is 2-1 left now. Is it this one or is it this one? It must be this one here. It's hard to say. All right, we're looking good. It is probably the nose offset. Yes, correct. That is runway 2-1 left right there. Yeah, the aircraft is going to struggle for sure, and we're going to struggle more with guys, we are looking good. We have the runway in sight. Look at this view. X-Craft is here. Welcome aboard, my friend. All right. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Everyone is praying in the back. I might actually disconnect the autopilot a little bit early. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's definitely going to be a struggle with those winds. So the wind's 240, 31. That's what we've set, I think.
2,000.
Right, 2,000 feet. You can see the aircraft leaning forwards, just going to the side there. And as you only have thrust coming now from engine number 1, which is this engine on this side here. Look at that. Look at how the aircraft is compensating. Wow. Some serious winds as well. It's doing its best. All right, we are on final approach, and we are clear to land. Runway 21 left. It looks stable. Yeah. So far, so good.
1,000.
All right, 1,000. Autopilot disconnected my aircraft. The winds. I can definitely feel the wind.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
And reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Detroit. All right, we're going to bring the aircraft to a complete stop here on the runway, and we'll let the ground services come and worry about the aircraft and securing the aircraft. We have got to take a look at our landing there. All right, let's take a look at our landing here real quick. Let's see. There we go. All right, I think that's close enough. Right there. Not a bad landing considering the circumstances. We've made it safely, ladies and gents. All right, well, we're gonna just wait for the service vehicles to come. We're gonna track the flaps, the speed brake away, and we are going to shut the engine. Number 1. All right, and we'll let the ground crew come and worry about the aircraft. Again, this is the troubled engine, and we've made it safely, ladies and gents. And with that, it's time for the second giveaway. And let's see who is the second lucky winner. AJ Furani, another $5 super chat. Thank you very much, sir, for your support and your generosity. Want to apologize for running a nice flight, Captain. The fire knows you and wants to apologize for running a nice flight. Better to be a 30-second story on the news than a top story. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Very nice, AJ. Very nice. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. All right, guys, let us now see who the second lucky winner is of our flight. Of our giveaway, beg your pardon. Thank you very much, Alex, there. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that landing. It was a good landing considering the circumstances, and we are now back on the Nightbot, and I can see all of you guys coming here for the giveaway, and we're going to just give it a little bit of time to make sure we have all the eligible users in here. The only requirement is that you have been active in the last 5 minutes in chat, and that will make you eligible to enter the giveaway. So if you have been idle in the last 5 minutes, just say hello Q8, and you should be good to enter the giveaway. All right, we'll just give it a little bit of time. I think it was a nice flight overall. And while you guys are, looking at this, maybe we can also look at this beauty of an aircraft. Default scenery today, with the exception of Ronald Reagan Airport, which is payware. And if you guys are interested in the scenery, just type !scenery. You'll get the link to both airports. Obviously, this one is the default Detroit airport for X-Plane 12. We have 113 eligible users right now, and I think we are going to go ahead and roll the giveaway now and see who the second winner is. Ladies and gentlemen, of the Toliss A320neo is going to be the Orange Cactus. The Orange Cactus is the winner. The Orange Cactus, if you were with us here in chat, please identify yourself and just say hello, Q8. And we'll call it a day. So the Orange Cactus is the second winner. I do have your profile here. Just please let me know that you are still in chat. And let's see. Are you in chat? The Orange Cactus. Are you with us, sir? The Orange Cactus is here. Wow, I've never won anything. And yes, the first time you win is here on the Q8 Pilot channel, and I'm very happy about that. The Orange Cactus, sir, all you need to do is to send an email to info@q8pilot.com with a screenshot of your YouTube profile page while you are logged in. I do have your profile here with me, so I'll be able to verify it and just include in that email the email address associated with your Explain.org account. I will then send your email address to the guys over at Toliss, and they will provide you with the copy of the A320neo. If you already have the A320neo, please do let me know which other Toliss aircraft you prefer. They have the A319, the A321, and the A340. So any of these aircraft from Toliss, if you already have the A320neo. Perfect. That is a wrap for this evening, ladies and gents. I hope that you've enjoyed this flight and the giveaway as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you this evening. It was definitely a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys again on Tuesday. So we're going to have the second giveaway of the Toliss A320neo on Tuesday with a bunch more failures. And maybe we'll do the return leg. Maybe we'll do something else. We'll see about that. And then mark your calendars again for next Thursday. We're going to have a big giveaway where I'll be giving a copy of the XEG 737 as well as the Hot Start Challenger 650 for Explain 12. But until then, guys, please stay safe. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, and good night.